Hello, people. Well, today is Monday, October 14th. Thank you so much to everyone who came out to the party. It was awesome. Um, Sunday was Nick's birthday, October 13th. It was rough. I cried half the day. Then we did some family stuff, went to his grave. But today I'm coming to you with a video. Tim and I spent the day with TJ. As y'all are aware, we think he may have some ADHD going on. The hyperactivity. He's very smart. Nothing wrong there. He has the intellect of, I don't know, an encyclopedia maybe. But he's very smart, but he's very fidgety. So he goes to elementary school, Mary H. Wright. And he was going to Legacy Academy. He's been with them since he was a year and a half. So they have a charter school. And we found out like a week before school started, they didn't have enough students for a first grade class. So I had to find somewhere to go. So someone recommended St. Paul Catholic School. And he was there. I thought it would be great because TJ was used to a smaller class. I thought that would be better for him, for him to focus. So it was about 6 kids in the class, but it was a male teacher. He didn't seem, they raved about this man and how great of a teacher he was in XYZ, but long story short, no. He turned me off when I picked TJ up on Friday, and I would ask every day how TJ did, and he basically told me he just babysat him all day. Yeah. So you didn't try to teach my baby nothing?
Oh, yeah.
And he had turned me off kind of before then when he told me they do mass on Fridays. Even though we're not Catholic, they did have a non-Catholic program, but TJ still had to go through mass. But that's just something everyone does every Friday. And it's a lady who sits in the back, and she was kind of observing that TJ wouldn't sit still, and he's known for how good his classes are, and so it's like it was a embarrassment for him that TJ wasn't sitting still in mass. And I said, well, they are aware that, because I explained to them the kind of kid my TJ is. He's busy. So that's why I tell anybody my boy marches to the beat of his own drum. So I took him out of there. We put him in Mary H. Wright. I had a lot of concerns with him going to a public school because he's busy. I know larger classes, distractions, lots of kids. I got him. Lots of children. Just busy. So, come on here, boy. So, wait. Say hi, TJ. Hi, gang. I don't know what that is. Whatever. This is nothing scripted about TJ. He is not that child you can script. So whatever you see from TJ, that's TJ, okay? Nothing you see on my YouTube channel will ever be scripted. So he goes to Mary H. right now, and they have this point system with some of their trips. So he basically has to get 150 points to go on a trip to Strawberry Hill. So he didn't get 150 points. He was 44 points away. So he had more good days. than bad days. He would do good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. He would get a 3 or a 4. 10 being very good, 1 being a bad day. Try again tomorrow. And I think I shared a couple of stories with, on Facebook. I would write out how he did as far as points. So I had sent his $5 with him one day. And a couple of days later, the teacher sent his $5 back and was like, he didn't get enough points. Come here, TJ. Come, TJ. To go on his trip. And that irritated the mess out of me because I'm like, y'all are aware of his situation. I spoke to her, the teacher, several people, and not just because I'm TJ's mother, but children who may have this issue. TJ, give me your shoes. Timothy, give me your shoes. Thank you. Children who may have this issue, I think there should be some kind of exception, or not an exception. They should not be held to the same standard, because my baby may never get 150 points to go on a trip. Does that deem he's not wait for mom and daddy? Does that deem he's not worthy enough or good enough to go on a trip? And he was discouraged, and that broke my heart. I talked to the teacher, the principal, the assistant principal, the guidance counselor. They all fed me the same BS. Well, this is our system. The teacher's very patient. She works with him. She understands. I get that. I do. But you mean to tell me you're going to sit my son off in a class with somebody else while his whole class is on a trip? Do you think my 6-year-old son don't understand that? Have you seen the conversations we have? He's very aware that his whole class is going to be gone while he's sitting in a classroom. How y'all think that's set for me? Not good at all. So I told him that on Monday, and I let his teacher know, he would not be coming to school on Monday, that I would be taking him to Strawberry Hill, and I'd take him myself, because how dare you? And they tried to say that, well, he can still go on other trips. They have some other trips to a ballet, XYZ. And what makes it so bad is I've made myself available. Stop sliding in them pants. I've made myself available. I said I can go on the trips with you because I know he's a handful. I can come sit in the classroom when I get off of work on my days off. But the teacher don't want that. So my baby said something to me one day, and it brought tears to my eyes because I'm not going to tell y'all what he said, but it broke me and his dad's heart because he understands what's being said about him. And when there's something, a chemical imbalance or something going on and a child can't control himself, how dare you single that child out and exclude that child? We've started to process his paperwork with the doctor's office, the ADHD paperwork and stuff, the protocol, whatever you have to do. But suppose I don't decide to medicate my son because I don't want to alter his personality. We love his personality. He's an awesome kid. He's just fidgety. But from what I've been told from my daughter, who works at DSS, majority of these kids are fidgety and can't sit still. If I can quote why are you messing with that? Leave that alone. If I can quote the principal when I was talking to her, she said half of the kids in this school, hi honey, act like that. She think it's in the diet. I don't know. But TJ is my youngest of 7 children. Excuse me. And he done took off, y'all. And me having 6 children, I know something's a little different. I've never experienced this with any other child that I had. So I know something. Well, where'd he go? Lord, he done knocked the child over. But me having 6 kids, look at him, look at him. Look, can y'all see him? Look at that. Look, look. But me having 7 kids, you know, I knew it was something different with my baby. I mean, TJ was crawling on all 4s at 4 months old. Not scooting on his belly, not doing no worm, but crawling. He was walking at 8.5 months. So he's not dumb. He just can't, he's very impulsive. Whatever comes to his mind, he says. It comes out his mouth. Whatever comes to his mind, he does. Whereas some kids are reserved and know, don't pick up that knife and chase your sister around the house. Well, TJ, if he get mad, he gonna pick up that knife and chase your behind around the house. You know, that's TJ. If you make him mad, he gonna say, I'm gonna shoot you. But when you ask him, what you gonna shoot her with, TJ? My Nerf gun? He don't have a mean bone in his body. He is the most loving, sweet child. He will give you hugs and kisses, but he's a ball of fire, you know? Just energetic, just busy. So we didn't go to Strawberry Hill today because during the week, these pumpkin patches and places like that are just open for school trips. So me and his dad took him out to breakfast, and he wanted to come to Big Air. Hey, buddy.
Yay!
And they didn't open till 3 o'clock. So we're going to let him jump and have some fun. And then we're going to go home and read a book. But you're not going to treat my son any kind of way. I mean, I'm that mother. His father is that father. If we are not advocates for our children, who else is going to do it? If we are not here for our children, who do they have? We cannot let people do our kids any kind of way. And I could tell his teacher didn't like it, but I don't care. What if this were her child? What would you allow? How would you like it? You know what you could do with your points, right? Don't make me say it. I see it as take him on a trip. Give him something to work harder towards. Don't punish him. Don't do that to him. Don't treat my baby like that. He's not trash. I got a pimple, and it's driving me crazy, and it hurts. But that's a little bit about TJ. But when we have them conversations, when he just says stuff random, I'm gonna start videoing when I pick him up and stuff, and when he's in the car, because TJ says the damnedest thing sometimes. He's just TJ. You know, nothing we can do about that. So I'm gonna let y'all watch him jump for a little bit. He enjoyed his hot dog and french fries at the skillet this morning. And I'm gonna let my sweetheart jump. And don't get us wrong, it's a challenge having TJ. You know, I had TJ when I was over 30, I was 37 when I had him, almost 38. And I can honestly say, had he come first, there probably wouldn't have been any more. Because you have to be on your toes with him. You have to watch him because he can get in, he gets into stuff. He likes to mimic whatever he sees. Nick used to, let me tell you how crazy Nicholas was. He used to take the aerosol cans and spray fire, spray the spray, and light the match. Well, TJ, one evening, me and Tim were out on a date night, and TJ was in the room, and Shane just happened to walk in, and caught this fool spraying fire. Just missed his face. That's the kind of child TJ is. So he's just that child, and that's why I'm very particular about who I let TJ go places with, because you have to watch him. You know, he's a rambunctious, active, busy, impulsive, loving, sweet, witty, smart. He will bring a smile to your face. Feisty, don't take no crap. He don't like people in his space. Kind of child, but he has a heart of gold, and he's mine. And he's my baby, and I'm not gonna let you treat him any kind of way. So that's why he played hooky today. And me and his dad said we would spend the day with him. He wasn't gonna spend the day in nobody's classroom. So I'm gonna figure out how to turn this camera around.